In 1918, Bert Berenson is sent by his alienated in-laws to battle in the Second Great War. While positioned in France, Bert meets and becomes friends with African-American fighter Harold Woodsman. After they support wounds in fight, Bert and Harold are breastfed back to well-being by Valerie Vos, an unpredictable attendant who makes workmanship out of shrapnel eliminated from the troopers, whom they get to know too. The three move to Amsterdam, where they live respectively and become dear companions until Bert gets back to New York City to accompany his better half. Harold, who has experienced passionate feelings for Valerie and started a dubious close connection with her, likewise leaves to go to New York and satisfy his own desires. After 15 years, Bert has opened his own clinical work on taking care of veterans of the conflict, yet remains companions with Harold, who is presently a legal counselor. They have not heard from Valerie since they left Amsterdam. Harold requests that Bert play out a dissection on Bill Meekins, a congressperson who filled in as the leader of their regiment during the conflict, at the command of Meekins' girl Elizabeth, who accepts that he was killed. Bert plays out the post-mortem examination with the assistance of attendant Irma St. Clair. The post-mortem uncovers that Meekins has a lot of toxin in his stomach. Bert and Irma estimate that this probably been the reason for death. Bert and Harold meet with Elizabeth to discuss the post-mortem examination results, yet she is unexpectedly killed when a hired gunman drives her into traffic. The hired gunman outlines Bert and Harold for her demise, while they escape as the police show up. Bert and Harold endeavor to figure out who had driven Elizabeth to enlist them to clear their names. This leads them to well-off material successor Tom Vos and his belittling spouse Libby. They discover that Valerie is Tom's sister and was the person who persuaded Elizabeth to employ them, realizing that they were dependable, and that Valerie is under consistent watch by Tom and Libby, who guarantee that she experiences a nerve infection. Bert and Harold talk with Tom, who proposes they converse with Gil Dillenbeck, a well-known and enlivened veteran who was companions with Meekins. While Bert endeavors to contact Dillenbeck, Harold and Valerie go through the day at her home, where they notice the contract killer, Tareem Milfax. They follow him to a constrained sanitization facility possessed by a secretive association known as the Committee of Five. After a battle with Milfax, Harold and Valerie rejoin with Bert. Valerie takes them to the Waldorf Astoria, New York, where they meet Paul Canterbury and Henry Norcross, Valerie's sponsors from Amsterdam, who are covertly spies in the knowledge local area. Paul and Henry make sense of that the Gathering of Five are intending to oust the American government and that Dillenbeck can assist them with thwarting their plot.